I was on the introduction wing. There was 2 bearded Muslims on the introduction wing. There's only about 20 people on there, but 2 of them kept eyeballing me all the time. Eyeball, big beards. So I went to the prison staff. I said, look, guys, I don't give a shit, but these guys, they're eyeballing me, they're staring at me all the time. Something's going to happen. And they was like, all right, Mr. Golding, we'll relay that to the whoever, the higher up. The very next day, I'm sitting there. So if you imagine, I'm sitting there like this. The TV's here, the window's there, my bed's here. Sitting on my bed, I'm eating my lunch. I'm watching TV this way. I hear bang. I turn around. Those 2 bearded Muslims are in my cell. They've closed the door. I go like this to get up. You know yourself, it just happens so quick, like nanoseconds. And you're confused, you're dazed, you don't know what the hell's going on. As soon as I get to get up like this, the one who's closest to me is an Iraqi asylum seeker, just right hooked me directly on the nose. You've probably taken a punch on the nose before. It disorientates you, massively disorientates. So you've gone from peaceful eating your lunch, turning around, bang. Because he punched me on the nose, it was bleeding all down. I was covered in blood, right? And I don't know what happened, but I started to come around to get up, and they basically just opened the door and ran out. They ran back to their cells. So I've staggered out of my cell. This is all on CCTV. I've staggered out of my cell, and I'm looking around. There's no prison officers anywhere, none. So I'm staggering along, all on CCTV.
Is there cameras on the wing?
Yeah. There's cameras everywhere.
In Wood Hills, there's not.
But there's cameras everywhere. You can see them. They're like they've got like the encasing, haven't they? That like indestructible concrete encasing. But I've staggered along, and then one of them see me covered in blood. And, oh, quick, everyone! And they were locked down. But then Kent Police came to see me. It was 2 months later. I was out of prison. I get a phone call. No further action. How can it be no further action? They're on video. For heaven's sake, I sustained injuries. So it was a sneak attack by a Muslim.
You're lucky though. So was that on the induction wing?
Well, one of them.
Because if it had been on the main wing, they'd have been able to plan it properly with tools, weapons.
Well, what happened next was even worse, in my opinion. But when they came in my cell, one of them had a pen like that. They hold a pen like that. So I thought, I'm gonna have to fight for my life here. Like, this is serious. But I was so disorientated by being punched on the nose. I was in cloud cuckoo land for a good 20 seconds. Thankfully, they ran out. But they tried, no charges, no prosecution, nothing. Okay, so next thing they do is they take me from the induction wing, which is like, spur A, and they take me around the corner and put me on spur B. So I'm on there, and about 8 white fellas come up to me. Oh no, yeah, because I'd been all over the TV. They'd been watching me on TV, and they knew I was coming to that prison. So this was like a few days into it. And they said, don't worry, we've got your back, all this kind of stuff. Then the prison officers came in and put me in my new cell. So I'm starting to arrange it and clean it and all this. But they'd locked the door after me. And then one of these guys who'd expressed support said he'd look after me in there. He came down and said, listen, Paul, I've got to tell you, the Muslim lifers, two landings above, they're up there and they're talking about coming down and killing you. So I was like, what do I do here? Do I just get stuck in or? So
because lifers will.
Yeah, they've got nothing to lose. So I thought, you know what, just see what happens, tell the prison officers. So I went and told the prison officers. I didn't know who they are. I wasn't snitching, because I didn't know who they are. I said, I've been told by someone in here who said they're going to watch my back, that the Muslim lifers up there are already plotting who's going to kill me. Like they wanted to go for me. They was going to do something. So what they did was they locked me down and said, we'll be back. So I'm sitting in the cell and I hear banging on the door. So I've got up, went over to it. You've got the little slits?
Yeah.
There's like 4 Muslims there. 4 Muslims. Why you locked the door, bro? All this. Are you cowardly? I said, I didn't lock the door. Open the door right now. See what happens. Bravado. But then they all walked off.
I know all these feelings, man.
I know. You've been in and out of prison.
It's not good, bro.
It's like, as I thought, I've got Muslim lifers upstairs. They've just come to my door. I've got a few boys there who've come up to me and said, we support you.
Surprised by that.
We support you. We're going to watch your back. But a team of prison officers, they locked down the unit. They locked down the whole spur. Then they came in my cell. They said, "Get your stuff ready. We're going somewhere else." And I said, "Oh, really good. Put me
They
somewhere."
must have known this was going to happen. That's
Of course
why.
they did.
Why let it
They
happen
did
on
it
the first
deliberately.
night?
Yeah, they've done it deliberately.
They know what's going to happen
It's like I've read in your book that they put you in a room
with them.
with a bunch of Muslims. What did they think was going to
And
happen?
then lock the door.
So, next thing you know, they've taken me out. They've taken me off this spur. They've walked me like 3 miles to the other end of the prison. I said, "Where the hell are we going?" "You're going to the block."
Where you go for punishment.
They've put me on the
Pissed me
block
off.
for being attacked.
Yeah.
So the block is punishment. They're the most disgusting, run-down, horrible cells. There's no radio, there's no TV, there's nothing. It's a punishment cell. So I've gone in there and it stinks. There's bits of food everywhere. There's no TV. There's nothing. They left me in there.
It's rock hard. The bed's like a mat, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not like a bed.
It's like the
police
it's like
station.
the police station
A
cells.
blue
yeah.
mat. This like there's this.
It's
'Cause
like
I end up getting
lump of
bruised.
concrete.
Yeah, I end up
Yeah.
getting bruised in all my side, so I couldn't lay on that side because I was in there for 5 months in the block.
Yeah.
5 months, bro.
So it's a lump of concrete with a little blue mattress on top.
Yeah.
So that was hard sleeping on there. It's not comfortable.
I
I stayed in there
shoulders.
for a week with nothing. Now that really pushed my endurance to the limit. A week of 4 walls. I mean, that is real hard work. That is real hard
It
going.
doesn't sound hard work. I try explaining it to someone. Go lock yourself in your bedroom and don't come out. And that's a nice bedroom, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice bedroom, nice comforts. Just go and do that for a month. See how you go on.
Yeah. You'll come out and you lost your sanity. I mean, it is a punishment. You see why they use it in jail as a punishment.